always forget this dang thingamadoo.
It's like your
It was weird. It's really bright.
Is it really bright?
I think so. I don't know.
Hi guys.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
We didn't do this last week, but we are back. It is
It's
Saturday night,
been a while.
right?
It does, yeah.
Welcome to another night of Grim all night. Basically,
Oh my God.
right? We did good. We did good.
I practice in my head before it happens.
Basically, this is like our weird, twisted version of USA Up All Night, starring Rhonda Shear and Gilbert Gottfried, but
I'm
not
Gilbert Godfrey.
Not them. And I'm Rhonda Shear. I got big boo bees. Nothing like
Austin.
them. Nothing like anything like that. We do our own little crazy little thing. We started doing these watch parties when quarantine started, COVID-19, and we've done every Saturday night except for last Saturday night because we were traveling and we filmed.
Yeah.
So we are back, and I promised you that we would have something special for tonight, and we do.
Oh, really?
Trevor
Thank
A.
you, Trevor.
Thank you. Love your videos so much. Keep doing what you do. Thank you.
Never say die.
Right? We're in a little bit rare mood today. So welcome. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there and doing sane and safe things and having fun and making good decisions. And
if you can't stay safe and sane, then be crazy with people that you can tolerate.
Right?
Yeah.
Cherish every single person you know. Or that you like.
We did do the courthouse trail, didn't we? We went to the courthouse with Ted Bundy. That's what was in the first video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So last weekend, before we get into the whole watch party thing, I feel like we've been doing this, then we should know what we're doing, but we really don't.
You got new glasses?
I did not. I got new glasses. They're
got new glasses.
a little dorky. I'm a little dorky.
They're a little glary.
Yeah, a little glary.
Okay,
yeah. You can see what I'm looking at. Okay. So, before we get talking about things, who here?
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Em.
Yeah, hello everybody. M, Taco Bella Lugosi, Amy, Jonathan Harker, Brandon, Michelle, Daniel Beckham.
We don't have a new one yet.
How's the computer?
Not yet.
It'll probably die during this one. You guys know the drill. It kind of makes sense, right? The Grim Life Collective does these watch parties.
You might be present when our laptop dies one of these days.
Yeah. And our computer just goes, and everything goes dark. And then we're like, okay, guys, it's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. So last week, we skipped this because we were traveling. We went up north and we filmed 3 new Grim Life Collective episodes. The first one,
out, right?
only one has been out. A new one comes out tomorrow. Ta-da! Yay. Relatively long. And then there's an even longer one after that. Yeah, it's about like 37 minutes long, I think.
Well, that's not so bad.
I can't remember. Yeah. Thank you, Em. So we have 2 videos coming out, and then we're going to be doing some more filming. So that's why we didn't go live last week. But we did go live on my birthday, on Sunday.
Yeah.
So who here this is their very, very first Grim Up All Night? Because we need to explain some things.
Rubber says he's new.
Rubber? Welcome, Rubber.
I recognize most of the names so far.
You know there is a horror movie about a killer tire called Rubber.
Yes, there is.
So, welcome.
There is. Debbie's first time.
Debbie, awesome.
Unlived Crowd.
Excellent. I got you guys up here and I'm reading down here. I could be reading all over the place. So here is how we do these watch parties. Everybody and their mother is doing Zoom and Netflix parties, and we tried all this other crazy stuff, and it all seemed to be crap. So we were like, well, how are we going to do this so it's free and everybody across the world, because we have people from Singapore watching, from Australia to you name it. So everything we do is on YouTube. You're watching us live right now. Pinned to the top of the chat room, as well as in the description of this video that you're watching, you will find a movie link for tonight's movie, DeadTime Stories 1986. Don't watch it until midnight. We're all going to watch it together.
Yeah.
Cue it up. Get it ready. You can watch us and the movie on 2 separate devices, like a TV and a cell phone or a laptop or a computer, or if you have a laptop, you can open up two windows
Yeah.
and watch us, or you can just watch the movie. Either way, we just wanted to provide something fun and something spooky
Oh, sorry.
while quarantine and
That was
COVID-19 is
surprising.
happening.
Yeah.
Follow?
Yeah. If you don't have multiple devices that allow you to watch the movie and watch us at the same time, you can choose between one or the other. But we just wanted to start opening up a forum where people had somewhere to be, and like-minded friends they could hang out around. And so we started the movie thing, I think, afterwards, after we started doing some live hangout sessions, which started, I don't remember exactly when, but we decided to keep it going, so that's why we do the movie thing, but also around holidays it's become really important to us because we want to be there for you guys. We understand a lot of people are having hard times right now and need, a little entertainment or a little escape from some of the daily stresses, just like we do. So we're always so happy to be here with you. Every week we get really excited, and someone was already asking if we have any snacks, and just before we went live, I got sad because I don't have any snacks.
Got no snacks. We are
don't have no snacks.
snackless.
That's okay. I'm so full though. We ate dinner a little bit beforehand,
I
and
got water.
but I've gotten onto like such a not schedule but habit of always having like something to snack on when we do these videos that like now I'm craving candy. I want candy.
So Amy's been watching since mid-March. Chris
I
has
love
been looking forward to
you.
this. Stanky Frankie, I love that
No
name.
red vines.
Yeah,
High
no
five.
red vines tonight. So, but that's okay because we have a whole slew of special things
Yeah.
in store for you tonight.
I don't think I have any room for snacks. I would love to have some candy, but I would just give myself a tummy ache, and I just need to stop doing that.
All right. So,
I know Einstein, right?
well, yeah. We go live at 11:30 to make sure everybody gets on the same page of finding the movie link, and then at midnight we do a quick little countdown, kind of like New Year's Eve. Press play, we watch the movie, and that's that. Now this movie tonight is
Hi, Jen.
rather special because, well,
Vincent. Price is right.
Vincent Price is right. I tricked you guys last
Hi,
week.
Joanna.
I'm so bad. So this past
What'd you
week,
do?
I think the 16th, 2 days ago, was the 3-year anniversary of George Romero's death, the godfather of horror and
right,
zombies.
right,
And
yeah.
last week on my birthday, somebody asked me if we were going to be playing a George Romero movie. And I kind of went, possibly, yeah. And I kind of like alluded to it. We aren't playing a George Romero movie. We are playing a movie called DeadTime Stories, which George Romero also did
Tell them about time
something called DeadTime Stories. So it was a little nod to him, but we're not playing that movie tonight. Instead, we're playing a movie called DeadTime Stories from 1986, directed by a friend of ours named Jeff Delman. Now, here's something really, really awesome that is happening. If you follow us on social media, or even on YouTube in the YouTube stories, there's a special message from the director and writer of DeadTime Stories, Jeff Delman.
Thank you,
a
Vincent.
video
I
message
appreciate
for
that.
you guys about tonight. Who hasn't seen it?
It's on Instagram right
We'll
now.
wait here and you guys can go and watch it
Yeah.
and be back. Hello, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Em, you seen it? Andy, you saw it? Perfect.
Hi, Andy.
Jason, on all of our social media, if you guys want to, of course, you don't have to. Blah, 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 blah. So after the movie tonight, well, I'm all over the place.
I seen it.
You seen it. Planet Jejuda. Little 30-second clip from the director of tonight's movie. Special message to you guys. And he also talks and we have a little giveaway, a little contest that's going to be happening at the end of the movie. The score, the soundtrack for tonight's movie was re-released by some friends of ours in Savannah, Georgia by the name of Graveface Records, Ryan Graveface, and TerraVision is his horror
Vinyl
music label.
Yeah.
They re-released the music on LP. So tonight, after the movie, I myself and Jeff teamed up, Weird Minds thought together and thought of a really, really, really hard, in-depth question.
It's a hard one.
Yeah.
I gave him a hard time actually about this trivia question.
She's
I
like, we
thought it was
can't ask
too much.
this. I'm like,
So
no.
you guys have been warned. This is going to be a tough one.
Yes. And I say tough because we live in the age of Google, and somebody asks a question, then all of a sudden somebody has the answer. So this one you have to do a little bit of research for. The first person to get the answer will win tonight's movie soundtrack on vinyl sent to you.
Yeah.
From Gray Face Records, Jeff Delman, and us.
I don't think it's going to be signed.
No, probably not going to be signed.
Probably not going to be signed because I think it's shipping out directly from the printing press, not from the writer-producer himself.
If you know, if you've been paying attention, I am a huge collector of horror soundtracks and scores. We play them all the time in our house. So
Hey,
this is
Chrissy.
like
Hey, Carla.
a gift.
Hey, Eric.
And it's awesome because the music is cool. Just so you know. I'm excited. That's why I'm all like all over the place and crazy.
Hey, Daniel. We were really lucky when we still lived in Savannah. I want to say it was the first year that we were married, the first Halloween. And we got to see this on the big screen because Gray Face Records for Halloween every year would put on this kind of movie marathon, and one of the movies,
Fright Fest.
The Fright Fest, yeah, down by the water, in this older theater. Really cool. And Jeff was there, so we got to chat him up. I think that was the first time we met him, and just he was so thankful for people who came out and who were aware of the movie and things like that. And we bought posters and all that kind of stuff. And
we even had him
cool
sign the
dude.
poster for us.
We did, yeah. We had him sign it, and he was like, "What? You want?" He's like, "Yeah," Like you're saying, we're in such like a digital age, but back in the day, like conventions, like horror movie conventions, were not that big. So a lot of people who made movies way back when, I think, still don't realize the gravity of how they've grown. So they're not quite used to people being like, "Hey, give me your signature for your movie from 20 years ago," and they're like, "Okay," and just all around cool people, and we really appreciate that.
I'm not sure if Jeff is watching tonight, but he does say hello in that video. Same thing with Ryan. Ryan from Gray Face Records. They just opened up a museum in Savannah, Georgia. We keep trying to get up there.
It does have that new vinyl smell.
We keep trying to get up there to film it, but with COVID-19, our travel has been restricted outside of Florida.
We wish we were sponsored by Angry Orchard.
Right?
Then we wouldn't run out.
So, after talking about Jeff Delman and Gray Face Records,
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
in the description of this video, you will find the links to them. You will find the links to them, Jeff Delman's Facebook pages and the DeadTime Stories page, as well as Gray Face Records, and where you can buy some music, including tonight's soundtrack if you are not the winner. As well as other links for us where you can donate to the show if you so choose, and buy t-shirts and stickers and prints. Oh my.
I keep promising new stuff and we just haven't gotten around to it yet. Every week I'm reminded of my failure. But I promise, again, it is coming. We're still working out some of the issues we're having with production, things like that. But it'll come along, so don't worry. You'll be the first to know, of course, as always.
Another weird thing. It just keeps happening. I don't know what has been happening. I know Scott has said that he shares our videos to horror groups on Facebook. I don't know if it's because of him, but we've been getting, I'm talking like maybe 30 to 40 Facebook friend requests from like actual people a day. At first I thought they were bots because they keep coming in. It's like 30 to 40 people are sending us friend requests, and I'm like, what is this craziness? They just keep coming. I can't keep up with it.
That was good.
So if you send us a message in any way, shape, or form, we will get back to you. Sometimes it takes a while, but we will get back to you. So if you're just joining us, welcome. I just see somebody just said, just got here, Miss Sandoval. Christy Hicks, My tablet is dead tonight. Oh, Christy Higgs, what are you doing? Now you're going to have to, like, go knock on a neighbor's door and make them watch it so you can watch it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Cinema the Dead.
Hey,
M.
what's up, guys?
Vincent Price is right. Oh, only do Instagram. Hello, guys. All right, so, all right, Redbeard. Okay. I'm so excited. So tonight's movie, for now, it's free on YouTube. You never know whenever that stuff's going to change. We're going to be watching it tonight. If you do want to pick up this movie, you can get it from Shout Factory and Scream Factory. They put out some really, really amazing stuff. So if you love horror and obscure, weird stuff, that's the place to go. Now, here's a couple little fun little tidbits of information about tonight's movie. You guys ready? You ready? DeadTime Stories came out right around the time that home movie anthology movies became popular. Think Creepshow. Creepshow is very, very well produced, very clean cut, very, very, I guess you would say clean. To me, DeadTime Stories is equally as good, but it's very gritty. If that makes sense. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. It's not a bad thing.
So it has the texture of like an 80s film.
Yes.
Intentionally.
Intentionally. It's phenomenal. The music is great. The special effects makeup is done by a guy by the name of Ed French, who you may not know his name, but he's done all kinds of crazy stuff. His werewolf in this, it's to die for. You're going to love it. Basically, it's a wraparound story, kind of like Creepshow was. A guy is babysitting, and in order to get the kid to fall asleep, he tells them 3 classic fairy tales told in a very twisted kind of manner. And that's how you get DeadTime Stories. And I just found this out, just doing some research, that I did not know this, that the opening music, the words were written by Jeff Delman. He's one of the people that wrote the words to the opening credits songs. And it's catchy. It's twisted.
I don't remember.
You're going to love it.
I've only seen this once, and the only time I saw it was in the theater when we were in Savannah. I didn't grow up on this as a kid or anything, so I don't remember a lot of the small details, but we'll see if you guys can catch them after the show.
And just like any good 80s horror film, there are famous people riddled throughout this movie. So keep an eye out for them, because I'm going to give you a little hint right now. At the end of the movie, the trivia question for tonight's record, the soundtrack of this movie, you could win it, pertains to those who are acting in this movie. Just say.
It does involve the actors, yes.
Yeah, it does involve the actors.
So pay attention to the people you recognize.
Yeah. I got to give you guys that, because it's a hard one.
It's a hard one. It really is.
All right. Any questions?
We got a little bit of time. We got about 10 minutes before the show.
Right? Like some weeks I feel like the 11:30 is too much, and then some weeks I feel like it's too little.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like, okay, now we said everything we need to say. It's like 10 minutes left. We're just going to go away for now. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
That's because half the time we're like shenanigans.
Right?
A lot of times
we're like stuffing our face with like crap food, but not really.
Yeah, I still have cravings, but I don't want another tummy ache. I get tummy aches.
So Amy asks, Michael, Jessica, did you guys get out at all this week? Not this week. Since we've been back, we filmed 3 new episodes. One of them's out. One of them is coming out tomorrow at 7 p.m. And then we have another one. And we are already putting together another trip. We're talking to different businesses and different people and putting together a trip plan of what's going to be coming. So probably about 4 new episodes from that weekend.
Awesome.
So we're doing a lot of traveling. The parks are open here in Orlando, Florida. We've kind of, for the most part, stayed away from them. I mean,
Well, you have.
Yeah, Jessica's been to them with her mom.
Yeah, I've been going.
We haven't really filmed anything except for at Universal Studios because we're just kind of feeling everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to go to Disney, and at the same time, I don't.
We have
So I'm like, eh.
a reservation for the 24th to go to Magic Kingdom, and I'm probably going to film it just to because it's her first time back in Magic Kingdom in damn near 6 months, really.
Mhm.
Um, we've been to Universal, um, and I might actually go there sometime this week again, um, because they're starting to do construction for the tribute store.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, so Halloween Horror Nights,
Lindsay.
Halloween HHN 30 is a go. As far as we know, everybody we've talked to, um, the one here in Orlando is a go. The other locations, I don't believe that they're going to. But
Hollywood's not happening.
yeah, Hollywood's not happening.
I
But
don't think they've
Orlando
announced it, but
is
it's
a
not.
go. They've just released their merchandise on their website for HHN 30. There is so much traffic they crashed the site, but I believe it is back up and running. So you can check their Twitter, HHN Universal for that. And so I might put up some things on our Patreon when I go to Universal this week to show. It's not a lot. It's just some scaffolding, but it gets you excited because, they're starting construction and that things are going to start running. So, plus they've been releasing Harry Potter house masks and they didn't have Slytherin yet and they are now in stock. So, of course, I have to go get one because that is my house. But I do have a Gryffindor one as well and a Hello Kitty.
A couple people have asked, including Bulldog Tommy just now. No, we have not made it to Charleston yet. I do have a full-time job that, because of everything that's going on and Florida being such a hot spot that it is, if I leave the state of Florida and I come back, I have to quarantine myself for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which I cannot do right now. So we've kind of been playing it safe and really digging deep into the bowels of Florida for grim locations and weird things. So that's why we haven't been to Charleston or outside of the
Florida.
state. Yeah. But
Basically,
my
yeah.
work, even though they do not want to really be associated with what we do with Grim Life Collective, because, I mean, let's face it, we do some family-oriented stuff, but then also at the same exact time, we track down filming locations of serial killers. So, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
But things are still happening. Things are slowly happening, and one thing you can always count on is we're going to be here doing this all the time.
Yeah.
You can always support the Grim Life Collective in any way, shape, or form by donating via PayPal or Patreon, joining our postcard club, buying a t-shirt, or just being here and hanging out with us. That's all we really care about. You guys are what keeps us going and keeps us coming back.
And
yeah.
When you share a video on any social media or you
Cannot
like
be quarantined.
it or you comment on it, it actually really does help. So even just by doing simple things that you're already doing is a great help, and we really appreciate that.
Our plans are to go to HHN.
Hi, Mom.
We have something very, 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 very special planned for this year's HHN here in Orlando. We're not going to mention anything about it just yet. But be warned, it's friggin' cool. Her.
I really don't know which icons they're going to bring back, but if you look at their merchandise, I think that they are kind of already hinting at what there is going to be. And, we didn't start going until, HHN's...
This will be our third year.
27, yeah.
28.
So we don't know their major icons from the years prior. I mean, I'm sure I've seen them, and I've probably even heard their names. Like Jack the Clown, I think, was one of them. But I don't know who most of their major icons were, aside from word of mouth. So what they consider to be their major icons might be very different than what the fans consider to be the major icons. But I'm really excited to see what's happening. My favorite is always the scare zones, and I'm really interested to see how they're going to do that this year, considering space and things like that. What was I going to say? Oh, I hate when I do that.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Ben. Fellow Slytherins. Any HHN masks? Not that we've seen in the parks yet.
No, but
we've seen
sure
some.
they will be coming out.
We've seen some fan-made ones.
Right.
Mark, welcome.
Right.
I love this T-shirt, Michael. I just ordered the Cooper Bones and key replica from Goonies R. Oh, very, very cool. What did you see? Like mine? Never feel welcome here for some reason. Trump's trigger finger. Interesting. All right. Fair enough.
Best soundtrack. That's hard.
Best soundtrack to a movie?
Well, Paul asks, do you like the music of films? What is the best soundtrack for both? To me, I guess John Carpenter's The Fog, Halloween, or Phantasm with a real band of background.
My favorite score to any movie is one of my favorite movies is Escape from New York. I absolutely love that movie and the sounds of that movie. We watched VFW the other day for the first time. VFW.
Yeah.
It felt like Escape from New York. Like
it really did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I mean, it was purposefully filmed with a little grain to it, just like the old '80s. What you call?
William Sadler's getting so old.
Who?
William Sadler.
Yeah. Well, so was oh no, I forgot his name. Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
Stephen Lang.
The classically deceased. It's okay if you miss the first 25 minutes. It is getting ready to happen. It's 11:56 on our time, so at midnight.
I have to say though that one of the film scores / soundtracks, however you look at it, that stayed with me throughout my teenage years and into my adult life because it is unmistakable, much like a lot of the classics are, Bram Stoker's Dracula. And they have picked up parts of that soundtrack and used it in so many different other things. You can't even go to a haunted house anymore without hearing that soundtrack, which I think is great.
They should turn Dracula into a musical and call it Dracula La La.
It's a ballet.
No, it's gotta be a musical. Where like, can you imagine if Dracula is singing? He's like, I'm going. What if he was a gay Dracula and he's like, I'm going to suck you,
oh my
your
God.
blood.
Why couldn't he say that if he wasn't gay?
I don't know. He's like, I want your blood on my face, in my mouth, at my place. Right? Like La La Land.
Interview with the Vampire is another one, yeah.
Like La La Land? Can you imagine if Ryan Gosling was a vampire? It would be Dracula Land. Dracula Land. La Land. La La. Speaking of Ryan Gosling, he has a really awesome TV show. I mean, band called Dead Man's Bones. Ta-da! See, this is the stuff that goes on inside my head. All right, I'm done. All right, folks, watch party's over. I'm at work. I heard you talking in my pocket. Franco Blondie. That was like the best thing I've read all day. I'm at work. I heard you talking in my pocket. Really?
Let me tell you, gay Dracula would have like, I don't think well, I mean, technically, if you think about it, Dracula from the original novel was either pansexual or bisexual because he did have male lovers in the book and a lot
You're
of
welcome,
films.
Michelle.
And then he also in the book his sister and he had a relationship too though.
It's 11:59. Okay, get the movie ready.
Dracula with kinky.
Get the movie ready. Get the movie ready. Don't hit play. If you're watching it now, then you're in trouble. We're gonna send little guinea pigs after you to eat your ankles.
Is Scott here? I did not see him come in.
I don't know. It's okay. So Scott travels a lot. Scott has to work really early.
He just sent us a donation.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I didn't even see him in the room.
I didn't even see him in the room.
Me neither. Zorro the Gay Blade. Yeah. Okay, my favorite parody though.
Well, thank you, Scott, if you're watching. Dear sir.
Edward Penis Hands.
Edward Penis Hands.
I can't hold you. I'll squirt.
Do you remember like in the early 2000s late night TV show? Speaking of Up All Night, I feel like we should have commercials. Do you remember Nads, the commercial?
Yes.
Nads
yes,
were like they put on like whatever, any kind of weird.
It was used for your legs.
It is midnight. We're gonna do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Hit play, and then we're gonna hit play, and then we're gonna watch the movie. If you get stuck behind, feel free to call out and say, "Hey, timestamp." Be prepared because this movie is awesome.
Or at least he just said hi.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Ready? 3, 2,
Ads.
1. Hit play. And if you
Dun,
get
dun, dun.
any
Ads.
ads, feel free to skip them.
Dr. Freudstein. I like that one.
This movie's so awesome.
I really like this movie. And
We need to own it. We don't own this.
I think it was just released on the DVD when he did the showing for Fright Fest. I want to say, or that had been re-released. It was removed from the vault and re-released onto DVD and Blu-ray. I remember because we were gonna buy it, and then we only had enough money for either that or the poster.
Yeah.
And we went for the poster and had everybody who had attended
Sign it.
sign it, the producers.
And it was a cool
everything.
poster.
Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, it was
Yeah.
like multi-layered silk screen print. It was very, very beautiful. And we were
Scott.
one of those things like, oh, we're going to get that one. We're going to put it on the list. And then we forgot the list.
And now we're going to get it.
And
Now we're
gonna
going to get it.
You know what? Putting it on my list right now. I actually do have a list on my phone of movies to remember because my memory is so bad.
It sounds like somebody's doing it. Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
That's what they want you to think.
Right?
Get in that bed!
Sweetheart, I can't sleep. I can't
Very
sleep.
reminiscent.
Ryan, do you know what time it is?
But there's a monster in here, and he wants to get me.
Don't lie down right now. I'm gonna get you.
Right.
Is that the Coca-Cola bear? And is that a starship penis?
Yes.
Is the kid drawing starship penises on the wall?
You tell me what?
Well, I don't think so,
Not right
no.
now, Ryan. I have to press the cat and vacuum the ceiling. Maybe later.
Oh, please,
Oh, I forgot about the uncle. He's like the uncle or something.
Yep.
please.
And of course, there's always a big twist because it's a wraparound story. But shut up.
Story in particular? Three Little Pigs, Jack and the Beanstalk.
Hopefully, you're traveling safe, Scott, wherever you are in the country, in the world.
Puss in Boots.
One day, Scott's gonna be
Favorite
like,
kid cartoon. Oh, I can't even answer that one. I'm so obsessed with animation.
my favorite kid cartoon when I was growing up was Shirt Tales. I loved Shirt Tales. It was like little zoo animals, like a tiger and a panda and a koala and a lion. All they wore shirts, like an actual shirts, but they lived in a tree in Central Park, and they had like a little airplane, and they would fly out and they'd go on adventures.
Sounds like a ripoff of
And
Chip and Dale.
Nope, no ripoff. Shirt Tales is 80s horror. There's East Coast 80s horror, and then there's like West Coast 80s horror. This, and I would have to say like Creepshow was East Coast 80s horror. I mean, it was all filmed here. But
Yeah, I
like,
actually use Witchy Dame, but it's one word though.
oh,
I use Witchy Dame on all social media. Anything, everything.
There was a fisherman's son named Peter. He was all alone in the world.
what's a West Coast? I would say like 976 Evil.
Money sold into slavery.
Um,
Two evil witches. Then one
the Blob. Oh, I wouldn't say the Blob. The Blob remake.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, the
It was
Lost
filmed on the
Boys.
West Coast.
I don't know. To me, they have different feels.
Well, it's like kind of a surfer-ish almost mentality. Like I understand what you're saying, but I couldn't like pick out films like when you can tell that a movie is supposed to have like a southern feeling to it, or if it's supposed to feel like it's up in like New England and things like that. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times I feel like it's supposed to be kind of just middle America nowhere, so that it could most people can identify with it since there's more middle America than there is people on
Yeah.
the coast. Yeah,
Yeah,
1408 I think would be a good
Yeah, Night of the
example.
Demons was West Coast.
I forgot about this one.
Find the local boss. If I'm not wrong, he fancies himself.
You know, fun fact about this movie: that's that lady's real teeth. I'm just kidding.
Telling you know too lovely.
What was that, Mark?
You're just dying to meet him. You lead him here.
Boyfriend from Family Ties.
Yeah, he had a reoccurring role
Fiction
on
for
Family
body
Ties,
snatchers.
and I think because of that is might have been one of the reasons why this movie might have got distribution right at first.
I have no idea. In 1986, I was 4.
It's a-
So
such
I
a-
do not know what happened with films when they came out in the 80s.
Are they sassy? You know, sassy.
Sassy. That's going to be my new one from now on.
Oh, sassy.
Instead of boobies, I'm just going to start screaming out, sassy!
I like that when we first got started, I was going through the comments and I saw somebody posted a picture of a ghost and then 3 B's. Boo, bees. Made my day.
Boobies.
Almost here.
That witch kind of looks like
She's too
Jack
happy.
Palance.
She's too joyous.
The Serbian film is so good.
All right, boy. Can find my way.
Scott, what do you think? Would you categorize a Serbian film as a East Coast movie or a West Coast movie?
British.
It's a Serbian film.
You ladies have never had such a prominent man as I, huh?
No, never.
Like, I have a thing for pointy hats. You want to play with my sheath?
Oh, I got confused for a second. I was like, where did these chicks come from? And I'm like, oh, they're the witches.
Uh-oh.
Vixen, it's a bit of bondage, eh?
Bit of fun, eh? Boobies that quick?
He's like, come on!
Why are you stopping there? Wow.
He's like, I love this paper mache.
The lad told you that I had the largest parsonage in the district. Lock and door.
I remember when I first saw this part of the movie, everyone's like, yes, we're about to see some tits. And then it switched to the older lady, and everyone was like, oh, no! Like, collectively in the theater, you just heard these, like, I thought that was
Yeah,
just
yeah. So this
wonderful.
movie, it's done so well. The cinematography, the lighting, the special effects, everything about this movie, and then the uh, the restoration, I guess you would say, that they did for Shout Factory. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I never saw it in its original. I only saw it after it was freshened up, I think. That's really rude. Dude comes to a party, touches your boob, you burn his hand off. Well, I guess that might be appropriate, actually. Dunk.
There's nothing on that book.
Take the divine left hand from a holy man, the one that mirrors his heart. Well, there's nothing holy about that one.
Exactly.
Pay attention. Brain of a black cat, heart of an eel. Grind them together until they congeal.
That's one hell of a rhyme.
How you doing, David?
I have to. We use Tubi TV, but not on our.
Did we watch something on Tubi TV recently?
We checked. Well, we use Tubi TV because it is an app, and our Blu-ray is old and it won't update, so we can't get the app through to our television. But we tried it on the tablet, and it wasn't bad actually. I think we ended up watching Creepshow 2 on Tubi TV while we were traveling.
Yeah.
Pour in a vial
We were in just outside of
and top it all
Seaside, Florida. When we travel, a lot of times we sleep in a car, so we were sleeping in the car in a Walmart parking lot and watching Creepshow 2.
Yeah. We had Shudder.
Oh, my friend, guide us true. Where's our sister? Where's Magoga?
Oh, they're trying to find their sister.
Oh, we're not in the Mini Cooper anymore, J Ram.
No.
Oh no,
Oh,
we got rid of
no.
that. Right now we're driving a Honda Element.
Although we did often sleep in the Mini Cooper as well when we traveled. That we did that.
We never slept in the Mini Cooper.
Did we not?
No, we always had rental cars.
Yeah, we did.
So
Yeah,
we
okay.
got rid of the Cooper and decided to forego or get rid of sleeping in rental cars, and we got a decent Honda Element that we've been fixing up and getting road ready. So it's like a mini camper.
They're like super reliable.
Very roomy, yeah, Edward.
Very roomy, but no
Thank you,
less
Gary.
comfortable because it's still a car. So
Right.
it's not as easy still, but not. So, it's actually not the seats and all that. That's the issue. It's the air.
Caroline says hello.
Hi, Caroline. Hi.
Hello, Caroline and family.
What?
I was sticking my tongue out at the people who are watching only us. Any milk bags in this movie? Oh.
You just missed them. They lost their sister, but apparently she was just buried out in the backyard. It would work better if we weren't standing on it.
You know, if we had our own TV show, we'd be doing this because, like, you know, the old horror hosts and stuff like that, where like they play the movie and then they cut to them like talking and like doing it on some weird crazy set. Someday, we'll do that. We'll do like a green screen stupid thing.
Yeah, when we have a better setup, we definitely have a lot of plans for
Yeah.
the future. We just can't implement them yet.
But
we
like
do
doing
have
free
plans.
movies like this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, and we get to hang out with you guys.
That's another thing. Like, it's like once the watch party ends, we got a lot of people who are saying, "Dude, this is stupid. Where's the movie?" And it's like, well,
Have we done an action movie yet? I don't know if we do Point Break, but have we done one yet?
no, we have not.
So far, we have been mostly horror themed, I would say, with a little touch of sci fi fantasy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we'll get into things like action films because we're mostly a horror channel, but not that we don't like them. But
Man,
that's what brings us together.
J-Ram, we are huge Joe Bob Briggs fans and Shudder fans and
He's so
old Monster
sweet.
Vision and stuff like that. Very sweet guy.
so
Him and
nice.
Darcy.
He's huge. Taller than you.
I've been watching him for a very, very long time. In fact, he's one of the very first celebrities I've ever met. It'd be cool to have our own like horror show.
Maybe we'll
This
have
is
to
the
do
next
a
best
setup
thing for
one
us. This
day,
is fun
like
for
a
us.
horror show. We'll be on the local Access channel and we'll stream that. It'd be awesome. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. We love you.
Thank you, guys.
We love you so much. We love you, Scott.
Scott, it's 100% understandable. Go have fun, dear sir. You have the grim seal of approval.
For our blessings.
Yes.
You may go. Give her what for.
If we had our own set, like, how would our set be?
Oh, that's difficult because you kind of almost want to go like Elvira-ish. Because Joe Bob's thing is that he's like a Texas redneck. He's got like the camper and like the lawn chairs, you know, barbecues off them, and he's got the bolo and all that. I think we're a bit more darker than he is, in the sense of like our personal style. And I'm not quite built like Darcy, so
Doors in a cemetery. Filming them in a mausoleum set. Exactly. You have a really nice ossuary. And then all of our movies, like Hollywood Forever out in California, will be played like projected on a mausoleum wall. And then we can have like different dead families like coming and hanging out with us.
So what you're saying is we would have like Elvira's kind of I don't want to say cheesy, but I think that's appropriate one-liners maybe. Skull jokes and
No.
fake bones.
Somebody said
things
surround
like that.
yourself with urns.
Burns. Haunted mansion backdrop, yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you remember the TV show Remote Control on MTV?
Mm-mm.
So Remote Control on MTV took place in the guy's basement of his mom's house. And people were sitting on recliner chairs, and they had to answer questions on like music and stuff like that.
I do kinda
And like it would
remember
kick them
that.
back.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. See, Oscar remembers. Yeah, just weird random stuff that's just coming into my mind tonight.
I don't know. We had to give it some serious thought. I mean, I know we're just throwing some jokes out there, but
Going
yeah.
out and getting you herbs and animals for your magic. I didn't know you were going to hurt that priest.
Wayne's World type, yeah. Male tushy.
I didn't know you were gonna hurt that priest.
Something from the ladies.
I kick arse for the Lord. Like, don't kiss her. She's got dirt. Or is that a beard? I can't tell.
Both maybe?
It's contouring.
I recognize her from something. I'm just not sure what.
Now hurry up, the both of you.
Who did? Who tried to recreate his basement set in Hollywood?
Yeah, it's for Adam Sandler and Colin Quinn.
You can't keep killing people. It's just plain wrong.
I thought he was going to say it's just plain rude.
Gotta kill it.
You can just go on there.
She's just too nice.
What would you do?
You get her attention. Or sneak up on her with the claw.
Hello, Samantha and Jimmy.
Hi.
Think of something.
I don't recall if he was in Demon Lover. I know him from something else, but I'm just not sure what.
Hello?
Where's the phone, the picture I sent you?
Can I help you with that?
Fine.
That's not it though, because we're talking something different.
Little rocks.
Move to that one.
My island is
Oh.
not developed at
Ski
all.
2010. Yeah, I'm sorry, forgot about
At
that.
all.
Let's see. Tomorrow night.
Pretty much walking for the past 3 days now. It's
My island is completely flat. I have all my houses over in a tiny corner. I'm so bad with this that like I just keep bouncing around time collecting items and stuff, and I haven't built a damn thing.
How would we do that? Would we be like, all right, hey, going live, and
Well, you could post somewhere like an invite code if you wanted to.
oh, but can you imagine if it had like 70 people heading over to my island
yeah,
at once?
because you'd have to do a timed thing. So you could do like a handful of people and then change the code so that you have time in between. Or you could do a Patreon only thing. I don't know. That'd be hard because that would be a lot of people, and I don't know what the maximum is for visitors to your island.
Right?
I don't even know if there is a maximum.
My island is coming along very, very well and spooky
His
on
is
Animal
so
Crossing.
much more developed. Like mine's not developed at all.
So we'll get you guys over there. I'm gonna go online and see how other people are doing it, and see if maybe we can get you guys over to my island tomorrow night. Why the
Do
heck
you
not?
or do you not agree that all vampire are different, but Twilight movie makes no sense? I'm not sure how to answer that question. I mean, obviously, most vampire movies have a different theory, their own methodology to approaching.
Speaking of vampires, we just started watching the TV show What We Do in the Shadows.
I love the movie, and I've been wanting to watch the television show for a while, but I don't like to watch. I'm so used to watching things like all in one season that I can't watch it like one episode one week, the other episode the next week. It kills me. So we waited until it was out, and then we forgot. So now we get to watch like 2 seasons at least, and it's everything I've ever wanted it to be.
I love all the characters, but I think my favorite is the psychic vampire. He cracks me up. The fact that they have a psychic vampire hanging out with real vampires
Yeah.
is the most ridiculously
Yeah, he's
amazing
perfect.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, our Twitch stream. We have a Twitch account.
Oh,
We haven't been
sorry,
doing
guys.
it because our computer is crap.
It's about to die.
It's about to die.
It's about to die.
And
Yeah.
it might even die during tonight's thing, which then we got to reset everything and bring it all back up, which is perfectly fine. It is what it is. Oh, I got to try something here. I forgot.
I gave up on The Walking Dead probably in like the 6th season. Way to go.
Give me a second.
Ugh. I highly recommend it. It's definitely it leans more towards horror comedy.
Which one's that?
Heavy on the comedy.
What We Do in the Shadows?
What We Do in the Shadows, yeah. It's think Dale versus Tucker.
Tucker versus Dale, you mean?
Tucker versus Dale, whatever. I couldn't think of their name. Tucker versus Dale, but as vampires, like that kind of high comedy, you know, but like with some blood and guts out, you know, in the back.
Mark, we tried watching the Umbrella Academy. Did you
I
finish
watched
it?
Yeah.
I couldn't make it through the first couple episodes. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
A lot of
wasn't doing
people
it for me.
didn't-
To me.
A lot of people didn't grab onto it. You're not the first that I've heard. A lot of people didn't.
I mean, I like the idea of it, but I just couldn't. Bates Motel was phenomenal.
And I didn't make it through Bates Motel. It was a bit slow for me. I wanted to, but I couldn't get all the way there. They're trying to bring her sister back. Umbrella Academy is Netflix. Yeah, so we know Orson Welles.
Into The Boys. You know, The Boys, I love the graphic novel of The Boys. I want to watch the Boys series because of that. Just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, I forgot about this sequence. I love this sequence.
Right?
You gotta love things like this.
An
I mean,
extra, it's like over the top
1986.
extra long. But it has to be because it's amazing to watch.
For the times.
Yeah.
I mean, this is top quality for 1986. This reminds me a little bit of Hellraiser. It's so creepy. Delightfully creepy. Well, I see some fingers. Oh, I see. So that's like an encasing, and she has to break out of the encasing.
Are they fingers or are they hot dogs?
Hot
Oh,
dogs.
nope, they're fingers.
Don't let that go to waste, man. You could
Timestamp 27:37. Can I get some
It
skin with
looks
that,
like
please?
it's a bit premature to be ripped off yet, but I guess you gotta keep taking it like layers.
Like, how come she's not screaming in pain?
Maybe she didn't have vocal cords yet. She's just now getting eyeballs. Nice. The growing of skin is messed up.
Right? It's cool.
Take this life in thy darkest name. A life for a life.
Don't cut her boobs.
He's like, nah. Why in the god they thought they could trust him at all? Well, a life for a life. It's been honored. Oh yeah, I can see that.
He's throwing eyeballs at
I
her.
need to finish Salem. I was very, very happy to see Lucy Lawless in that. I love her so much, and I wish I could see her in a lot more things.
Ta-tonk.
I mean, I know the good guys always have to win in situations like these, but do they have to make the situation seem so stupid?
Preacher was amazing. I only seen the first season. Preacher, the comics, the graphic novels, love them as well. Garth Ennis.
We found this young man in the woods. Oh, he has issues with us killing people? Oh, we can trust him though.
Right?
Nothing is gonna happen. It'll go according to plan. Duh. This is me dancing to the music.
Wasn't this scene in Lord of the Rings, as well as Dead Alive.
Yes. It's not the same, but yes. I'll give you that.
That robe is a little too clean for this time period.
It's not even rocks, it's cloth. Why make it painful? You just make it quick because, you know. Oh, he just pulled off her boobie.
Boom, boom. It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. Sometimes you just want to see the villains win. Like, that was just.
It's just creepy as all heckins.
All that money spent to bring her to life and she dies. That's always like that. Always.
Do you think for the cast party, like the rap party, they ate spaghetti? Yes.
But this is modeled after fairy tales.
Right.
And the good guys always win, and the villains always do something that's really overlooked and idiotic, and that's their downfall.
And as
So
Jeff
you gotta
said,
keep with it.
it was originally going to be called Grim Fairy Tales.
Right, yeah. The prince has to have his princess. Or maiden, whatever.
You know, there's a lack of perfect breasts in the world. It's a shame you should ruin yours.
Aww.
I feel like this light is just freaking crazy right now.
You could tip it so it's not directly in your eyeballs. Scary ending. Thank you.
Just then,
Nice kid.
Roga jumped back to life and
Right.
good night.
Oh God, the old fairy tale theater, Shelley Duvall.
Oh man, I thought those were gonna be like so delightful. Some of them are. Some of them are really great. But mostly, it's like someone trying to gnaw off my fingernails with blunt teeth.
With blunt teeth.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Why don't you elaborate?
No.
What's blunt teeth?
Well, not.
What exactly is blunt teeth?
Go away.
I can't go away. I'm stuck here.
That's a shame.
Oh, what?
That is like the teeniest, tiniest taste of our shenanigans that happen before we go live. I keep saying that I'm gonna like secretly record our shenanigans that happen before you guys end up seeing us go live.
There ain't no shenanigans.
No, so many shenanigans.
We're straight shooters.
What shenanigans? Yes.
This kid can't draw worth crap.
I like some of the Shelley Duvall's fairy
Wood
tales.
Squatch. Well, thank you. And thank you for being here, man.
A lot of them are kind of messed up, and that was kind of great. You can usually find them to rent at like local libraries. That's where I found them. Favorite book or book series? I think I answered that last time. That's a really... I can never do these what's my favorite questions because my opinion is always changing and I have a really terrible memory, so it's most likely going to be something recent that I've seen or read and stuff like that.
Which store?
Pizza the Hut! What's up?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red.
Try Little Red Riding Werewolf.
Once upon a time,
My kind of Red Riding Hood, honestly. I'm just saying.
Hot looking high school senior.
Yeah, they were like delightfully creepy.
Firm breasts.
That's not the way Mommy tells it.
That's not the way Mommy tells it.
One day she came home after cheerleading practice. She realized she wanted to go jogging.
Oh yeah. Prepare for boo-booms.
Is that Mel Gibson on the wall? My God, it is.
It is, yeah.
Granny
Hello,
panties.
Tushy. Those are not granny panties. Fresh.
That's exactly how I take off my shirt
Right? Me too.
in the mirror. I look at my, and I'm like, oh.
Look at my hot teenage body. Apparently she had an exciting day at school. Where did he come from? Oh, I see. For a second, he looked a lot older, and I was like... She's dreaming about her boyfriend.
Sega Genesis porn music.
Right?
That's a good
Yeah.
call.
He's eating her hair.
I gotta buy a whole box of toothpicks for that one.
BFW joke.
Oh, what was that, M?
I have no idea.
I did say keep an eye out for people,
You
famous
recognize
actors
throughout
and
the show.
actresses,
Yeah.
because they somehow play into the contest, the giveaway that's happening at the end of the movie. So keep an eye out and know who you're watching.
Make a note of those familiar faces that you see.
Softcore porn. Try Sega Genesis softcore porn.
What, Mom?
Okay, Mom.
Her underwear changed. And the dog was just licking her. That was bizarre.
That was kind of gross.
Big bad wolf. Isn't there supposed to be a big bad wolf?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting to that. Meanwhile, it's
Calm down, kid.
Still wolf?
Oh, no.
I almost wore the same exact pants. Pennies would make a good boat sail.
We could probably play one of those sometime, Paul. I know we've done videos on them before of filming locations for those movies, so it's definitely up our alley.
This guy
I can only get 7 for you.
is kind of like if Freddie Mercury and Jeffrey Combs had a baby.
It looks like Weird Al.
And Weird Al. Jeffrey Combs, Weird Al, and Freddie Mercury is the drugstore clerk.
Two of these knocked me out for 2 days one time. Oh, yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to pick up a prescription for my grandmother. Name's Krieger.
That's just a house account.
Kruger?
Krieger.
Same thing.
Charge list. Right back.
Tomato? Tomatoes.
That guy's like, I got a van in the back. Creeper.
Rachel.
It's like I sell little,
Candy.
little sausage weenies
Candy.
out of my look at that mustache. I need to grow that mustache.
Miss Krieger?
Please don't.
Yeah, I need to.
Where?
I swear. They're always sleazy. Yeah, I can see Arnie a little bit.
Take this. It'll help you forget.
No, not the mustache.
How cold is it that you have to jog with big fluffy mittens on? Sorry.
Where were you?
Where were you?
Yeah.
Someday we'll make it to the UK.
Oh,
Someday.
We will.
So
It would happen. Betamax. Betamax. I want to get my hands on a Betamax version of the Dark Crystal. They've been hard to find.
suddenly I want a tomato, they say.
It's Victor's birthday?
You say tomato,
Oh,
I
that's
say
right, it was
tracksuit.
last week. Happy belated again.
Happy
Because
belated.
his birthday was the same day or around the day of your birthday. Happy
A
belated.
July baby? There's no such
Happy
thing
belated.
as a...
Happy
Hey,
belated.
happy belated birthday.
To you.
Honk honk. Do you still
Why
rock
is it
cassettes?
always a
Yes.
mirror
For what?
for snorting stuff? Why is it always a mirror?
I don't know.
Do they want to look at themselves while they do it?
Oh no.
Haha!
So we have laser discs, but we don't have a laser disc player anymore. Those things are crazy expensive.
Oh, I love laser discs though. They're so cool. We're still trying to find one. I hope we do.
Shit is right. I need those pills.
Why aren't you looking forward to your birthday this year, Lindsay?
Listen to me, you shit. If I'm not out cold by moonrise tonight.
I would probably do the recent Suspiria, but it's a matter of whether we can find it online due to copyright issues. So we do the videos we do because they are easily accessible and we don't upload them.
Right. And the reason why we do that is so people all over the world can watch it.
Yeah.
And
Usually they're not blocked out by any country.
her parents are going out of town and they can't see many people. I completely
Aw.
understand. What day of the week does your birthday fall on, Lindsay?
I love the old grain though. We actually bought a VHS player and started collecting VHS again just for the old feeling.
Lucky for you.
The old feeling?
Mm-hmm.
The old feeling?
Old.
The old feeling.
Old.
Old feeling. Hey, her birthday's on a Saturday.
Happy birthday.
That's whenever we do watch parties.
Might have to wish her a happy birthday.
August 15th. Oh, man.
That is the sexiest thing ever. Hey, let me blow up this raft
It's-
for you to lay on and us to do it in the freezing cold in some little shack.
Right? I'm Count Dracula. Let me blow this.
Let me tell you, ladies, hold them to a higher standard. None of that business. If you're gonna do it, don't do it on a blanket in the woods while you get twigs up your butt. You know what I mean? I said what I said.
What a wowzer.
Bitch. Be kind. Rewind. Yeah, I think the graininess can really add charm too. I really like it.
She's not here. What's your name?
Ruda.
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 That was a public service announcement.
He's like, I need my drugs, lady. And the tomato got him.
You'll have to go. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I farted. Excuse me. Gotta shut the door before you get sick.
Listen here, lady.
I will not.
I will not.
Lady, will you just open the door? Lady!
word was it to say that they messed up our medication, so I'm gonna wait here for her.
Oh, she's got a Kit Kat clock. A
I
red
like
one.
The red ones. Auto tracking, yeah.
I remember I got a VCR one year that had a cover. It was like a plastic cover that would fit over top of it.
I remember those. Because a lot of them had like top loading.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love the top loading ones. Those
Yeah.
were my favorite. To me, that was like the fancy model, was to have a top loading one.
Dust cover.
Don't do it. That's lame. It kisses like a duck.
Quack.
But wait. I gotta pee.
Where?
Outside, she's got to squat and clap. The visuals. Clap on, clap off. Release the clapper.
Hi.
The old squat and clap.
Critters was a great one. That's a classic for us too.
Oh God. She didn't even pull up her pants the rest of the way.
Which means she's probably got pee panties. If she didn't have pee panties, she's got leaf panties.
Oh, did you? Did you miss her? Were you sitting there going, man, I miss her? Or were you sitting there thinking about, man, I cannot wait to get in
If
her?
she doesn't want him smoking, as a non-smoker, just kissing the guy would be disgusting.
Wow.
Right to the titty.
What's the matter now?
Making love here.
Do you think her nickname was V8?
You scared?
Just disappointed.
Have a good night, Jason. Uh-oh. Whoa. When a lady wears a headband or a bandana, you never take it off.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I get it now. He's a werewolf, and the drugs keep his wolf in check. So much for the foreplay.
I'm
the makeout session.
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
rub
go
your
straight-
face.
You gotta go straight for the Copperfield. Like, I'm sorry, ladies. If you're dating a dude who goes straight for the Copperfield, you deserve better. Bye-bye. His method is terrible. Called it. Fuck.
A wolf in leather pants.
Floor play? More like foul play.
What kind of socks are those?
1986.
Do you
They
thi-
didn't have luxurious socks back then.
I'm sorry, that's not a werewolf. That's a pleather wolf.
Aww.
Bon Jovi.
At least he had some candles.
I don't look any different.
What?
She should have left her bandana on. But they probably use it to wipe stuff up. It's not always pretty, folks.
You're right, that was quick.
You what? I don't give
literally the worst porn ever. Timestamp.
The only thing I got wood in this one was the shed. 50-40. 50-40. What are you doing in my shed?
Right, he's squeezing the raft more than he squeezed her.
Right?
See, this is why I love you guys. You get it. I think a lot of people who are into horror are often romantics at heart. I know somebody is.
Who dat?
That guy. Over there.
You're weird.
You're weird.
You're
You're
weird.
weird.
You're weird. What is your issue? Oh, thank you,
It
Em.
might seem goofy, but this is us all the time.
No, it's not.
All the time.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to lick him. He's squealing about it.
You're weird.
Or
You give me a hard time all the time.
all the time.
It's like poke,
All the
poke,
time.
prod, prod, smack, smack.
He's really ticklish.
I'm not.
As who?
Jessica gets bitten by spiders all the time.
All the time.
I'm not ticklish.
Not like anybody's gonna be able to find out. Oh gosh. I'm not sleepy, but why am I yawning so much? Oh no, it's raccoons! Somebody tipped over my garbage!
Who falls asleep first in that house? Mike or Jeff? 100% me. 100%. And I'll sleep through
The
anything.
second his head hits a pillow, he's gone.
But I have nightmares all the time.
Yeah.
She does look like Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, you better be romantic, they says.
I like the color of blood.
What does that mean?
It's red. Love.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The other day you was having a bad day and I almost brought you flowers. But Walmart's closed.
What do you mean Walmart's closed?
Whenever I was coming home. It was like 11 o'clock at night.
The one I go to doesn't close that early.
Just your stinker pinker.
So why do you tell me when you almost did?
I saw
Now
this
I'm just
movie.
like, gimme.
Yeah. There you go, Fonzie.
Hey.
The squat and clap. Uh-oh.
I like roses. They're nice. I don't know if I have a favorite flower yet, though. I'm not really fond of tulips, and that's about the only flower I don't really like. But everything else I think is great.
Somebody mentioned
I do like roses. They're very
the
smelly
Kit
good.
Kat clock. Never bought one. Never got around to buying one, but I always wanted one. Uh-oh. Just look at all that padding. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
The drugs aren't gonna do them any good anymore. Yeah, the Felix Wallcat. Wallcat? The Felix cat.
It's called a Kit Kat clock.
Wall clock. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Cat.
He's like, I'm going for it. I ain't doing it.
My, what nice titties you have. The better for me to touch them. That sounded terrible. That was not good at all.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh no. The pleather wolf. Well, thank you, Samantha.
She looks terribly
Goonies.
relieved.
Kick him in the nards. Good call, Bulldog. No, you weren't Bulldog. You didn't say that. Who said that?
What?
Kick him in the nards.
No, it was
Nicholas.
yeah. He's actually Cake. He's actually Cake. Hey, Lisa.
Don't you think it's time you hit it home? It's my fault. How can you say that?
Probably because she got scratched and whatever and survived. That's a lot of common theories used in lycanthropy. Can I help you? This is my space, okay? This is
You
my
like
bubble,
my trophy?
okay? What trophy?
Like a trophy.
Why you always gonna invade my space?
Because your wife.
That's pretty true. Yeah. No.
Done. Hey, oh God, that's
Got you.
disgusting. Did you just lick my ear?
Yeah, I did.
Why would you lick my ear? That's nasty. I'm gonna lick your eyeball. Come here.
No.
Come here.
No.
Open it. Open it.
Not.
Open it.
No.
Open it.
No.
I'm gonna stick my tongue up your nose.
That's fine. I got boogies.
Squat and clap.
Nutrition.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now my nose is wet. He's not now, but in general, yeah.
What's that?
Boys toot. Toot toot.
The end.
He's like, God, kid, just go to sleep. I want to go get a beer. You could just bring the beer with you while you tell the stories. It would probably make them better. Oh, I forgot about that creepy little
Oh, as a reminder, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., we have a new video coming out.
Yes. It's a secret.
Why has that kid got a rainbow coming out of his head? The frog just gave the kid a finger.
He's just trying to say hello.
There's no monster in here. There's no monster in here. Nothing here, nothing here. Definite deficit of monsters in here, isn't there? No monsters here. Nothing in here.
Uncle Mike's a dick.
You see there's no monster in this room, right? No.
A new.
A who?
No more. It's time to go to bed.
No hints. No hints.
No hints.
It's coming.
No hints.
But the one after the one, so we have 2 new videos coming. Later on this week, we have another one coming up, which is a filming locations video. I'll give you that hint, but no hint for the one tomorrow.
There lived Papa
It's odd.
Bear and Mama Bear and Baby Bear. And a little girl named...
I know I was there for it, but no.
It's odd.
Odd?
Odd.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
Odd. It's odd.
Home for the hopelessly
Good
insane.
night, Jeff.
Good night, Jeff.
We're going home.
Hi, member.
You are. Maybe you'd like some money to take along with you. Sure, that'd be real. Let me handle this. Now, we don't want any problems, pal.
So J-Ram, years and years and years and years ago, I visited the body farm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh.
And
Was it stinky?
it was very stinky.
Oh.
It's Mama. Oh, no, I'm not falling for that old one.
No, not Oddfellows.
There's a lot about this that I forgot, but then it starts and I kind of remember a little bit.
Oh, I am sorry I am late.
Michael is great at doing like really vague hints.
Right? And I stick to it.
Head stuck in the revolving
Tooty toot.
I'm sitting down watching
That's cool DCMA. I mean, like, do they give you anything for it to like help with the smell, or you
No.
just gotta?
No, so you can't go inside the body farm, but you can go up to the fences, and you can try to look into the body farm, like over the fence, but they got everything blocked off.
Right.
On windy days, it you can catch a whiff.
Blech. Blech. Blech.
So who's in Knoxville?
Alan.
Alan. Yep. So they're at the university.
Time check.
Behind the university, you can go and you can
Timestamp.
actually drive up to it. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 30 seconds.
I have to go.
Oh, baby, you should have thought of that before we left the asylum.
Happens every time we go anywhere. We stop for ice cream. No. Just where are we going anyway?
Remember that nice little house we used to live in? I think it's vacant now.
Yeah, the Calamity.
Oh, Brandon, the
Don't
body
go into
farms.
Amityville.
You gotta look it up. Body farms are places where people donate their body to science, or I'm guessing unclaimed bodies are buried or laid out in a backyard, so to speak, and they perform scientific experiments of what happens when your body
Decomposition.
decomposes for 1 day to 2 years, and
But it's different, different types of soil, different weather conditions. They do this so that it can help. What is it? Is it called criminology? Is that the correct term?
criminology. Yeah.
Criminology experts? Yeah. So, you know how they can tell how long a body's been dead because
Forensics.
of forensics, right? It's forensic sciences. So it's like the same thing of if it can, how long it takes it to decompose in certain temperature and different types of earth and all that stuff. Technical things that my brain just will not enunciate at the moment.
I don't remember if it was last week or the week before that, but we were talking about favorite books, and I mentioned an author by the name of Mary Roach. She wrote a book called Stiff, The Curious Life of the Human Cadaver. It was also featured in the TV show 6 Feet Under. And she writes in a very humorous kind of way about the body farm. That's how I originally found out about the body farm, was this book.
Papa Bear and Wilmot Baby Bear, who are each serving combined sentences of 4,726 years for their assorted crimes. With me is Lieutenant Jack B. Nimble.
It's a great book,
of the
Em.
Police. Tell me, Lieutenant, are there any new developments in the breakout?
Well, our best clue so far is a set of tire tracks from the car.
That's the greatest cop in the entire world.
Cars with simple treads.
Do you remember the movie Nothing But Trouble?
Yeah.
In addition to the Bear family's bloody escape today, police believe the murderess Goldie Fox, who escaped last week, is now in our vicinity. Miss Fox has been periodically institutionalized since the age of 8.
There's just a whole bunch of dead boys in the house.
And is believed to be responsible for the deaths of at least 14 people.
Time check. Excuse me. 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 30 seconds.
I'm the darling of the media already.
Captain Quick, tell me, what is your strategy? That is, exactly what measures are being taken to end the
Those cops are just like standing around.
of this lot?
What's up?
They look like paper cutouts.
It's a Christian music album cover. Cops for Christ. See, Brazil, how you doing? And thank you for watching, Brazil.
I forgot that she was a telepath or whatever, telekinesis.
Now we're getting somewhere. What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, very yawny today. I've been up since what, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I love that they got like little bears hanging from their car rear view mirror and the visors.
Because they're the bear family.
Right?
How about welfare?
What? Welfare? That's ridiculous. Our family will get our money the way we've always gotten it. Honorable.
Honorable. You can't do that.
Oh, oopsie.
Yeah.
And that was the scene today as the notorious Bear family successfully pulled off a daring daylight robbery. I'm fortunate enough to have in the studio with me today Lieutenant Newell of the area police in charge of the Bear family apprehension, and Captain Kramer of the state police in charge of the Locks investigation. Gentlemen, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us today.
Anything to get on television.
Captain Quick, what do you think the recent murder sprees say about today's society?
I don't know. Well, it's because of today's permissive sex and recreational violence. It's like a huge festering pus spore, and it just keeps getting larger and bigger and grows larger and larger.
It's like, pus.
Sort of a sticky, slimy, smelly mess. Looks like when you lay down with dogs, you get up with puppies.
Well, let's follow that up, Lieutenant Newell. In cases such as these, what are the chances for a successful rehabilitation?
Oh, well, I gotta catch him first. Catch him first? What do you mean by that? Nothing? Remember, I've seen you in action. Are you saying I'm a bad cop? Yeah, I'm calling you a bad cop. Oh, yeah? Well, then you're on the air. Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Butt shot.
Someone's in there, all right.
I knew we could throw in a few of these, just to soften up the area. At the community college, silly, I took pyrotechnics, hand-to-hand combat, and... Oh yes, macrame.
Nah, too messy. Let's go in with the old Avon lady bit. Just cover us with the Uzi.
Boobums. I remember a lot more boobs. There it is.
And people are like, boobies.
Someone's sleeping in my bed.
Sleeping in my bed.
Somebody's sleeping in mine.
I'm not fucking in the You're expecting perhaps Janet Lee?
All right, get out. What I found.
Sorry, I keep thinking you would live here. Aren't you? What's your name? Goldie? Goldilocks. Actually, it's Gold. I was born during the 16th war.
Isn't she, darling? Really wasted, dear?
No.
I wouldn't be much bother. I can cook and do all sorts of things.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Mama?
I think she'll
you
glasses?
squinting?
I'm not squinting because I can't see it. I'm squinting because the plot's terrible.
Outside the house. Once we group, we go
There's
in,
a difference.
close car. We line up out front and wait for her to come out.
Hi, Sam.
Firepower, boys. This little girl's our dynamo.
I don't need
1 hour,
glasses, I
11
promise.
minutes, and 15 seconds.
I don't have any issue with my vision whatsoever.
Somebody made a comment that he's dressed like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
And he
he
is.
Yeah. How is it that he's wearing a belt and it's... Oh, he missed a hole.
Oh, hello, baby. Startled me.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Papa asked me to bury these guys. So tell me, why did they call you baby anyway?
Guess I got it when I was younger.
Oh. I like you, baby. You're so different. No,
Oh,
don't
man.
say that. It's not to be different from the rest.
I like you too, Goldie. Wow, what a woman! I love you. Love you, love you.
This is the craziness of this movie.
I think this is probably the goofiest one out of all of them, but it's funny.
If only I'd known. Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
The plunger in the mouth.
We know the bear is holed up in that house across the field. Considering the shrewd criminal mind we're dealing with, notice me not. We decided to enter through the rear. That's my idea. Loves me. Spell the name N-I-M. Loves me not. P-L-E. Now, in case they're shooting, remember, drop low and to my right. That's my best side. She loves me.
Thank thee, Lord, for what we are about to receive.
Orange again?
Lord, not enough time.
I don't even know how you make porridge. Is it the same thing as oatmeal?
I don't know.
What do we do?
Why don't we go for a walk until it cools?
Yes, good. Let's go get a pizza.
Papa, I have to go.
No.
This one is a bit, yeah, Texas Avenger kind of trauma section. If you couldn't tell from the music. We're in the comedy hour of the DeadTime Stories.
It's like towards the end, you kind of have to just lose your mind a little bit.
No way in hell. We're all like Harry Smith. Hey, what do you
Can I have a drink, Papa?
Oh, why not?
I'll have a double bourbon and whiskey, please.
No use in talking, okay? What about you, little princess?
Coke.
It's
She always
already
have to
lost.
cross her eyes.
That's far enough. Don't want anyone to advance.
Yeah, there's a bit Romeo and Juliet, yeah.
Thing to do here is to remain calm, alert, and relaxed. The key is not to overreact.
Move. I didn't want you to be part of it. I had other plans for you. Senator Bear, Governor Bear, President Bear. Not this.
Just settle down quietly some ways.
Not now. We're probably on every police blotter in the country.
Where will we go? What do we do?
California, we probably blend in there. Nobody notices there.
Somebody will notice.
And you can become one of them television preachers.
It's about to go down. Let's just shoot at one window and one little area.
And so the scene here is total carnage. To repeat, the infamous Bear Gang has been wiped out by a fierce firefight that utilized the combined efforts of local authorities and the state. In addition, the report is that little Goldilocks, who is known to have killed a dozen plus people, was also consumed in the fray. There are a great many bodies found on the scene so far, though it is possible that the police have been positively identify any of the remains. In addition, word on the injuries have been 12 state police wounded, as well as
To remember that.
And they all lived happily ever after. Not everyone they came across was so lucky. Okay? More stories?
Good night.
Now here comes the wraparound.
Wrap around?
The wraparound.
Uncle Mike? Thank you.
The reach around. No.
Where is it?
That was it.
Why was
It
that
really was
it?
a monster.
Came by running through the rough. She was wearing hot pink Nikes as she sprinted through the wood. She had sexy thighs and her big blue eyes were
Sexy size.
You need a haircut?
Who?
You just got a haircut.
Who said I need a haircut?
Lee says you need a haircut.
What?
I don't know why. Can't even see
No,
your hair.
Uncle Mike.
Oh, Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
I just saw Mike.
Jeez Louise. It was a fun movie. Somebody's gonna find the plot in the next 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
it's just short little stories that really have no
Very
beginning, end, or
1980s.
anything like that, and
No.
it's just pure fun.
A lot of movies were like that in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a very on point early 80s, mid 80s film.
Yeah, I love this movie. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, and then completely forgot about it. Then saw it a couple years ago at in Tybee Island, Grey Face Fright Fest, where we met the director Jeff Delman. Glad you guys liked it. Hopefully, let's see here. I don't think anybody's really behind. I feel like for the very first time,
We're all together.
in sync.
Yeah.
So as the credits start to come to a close here,
I'm gonna get my phone that has the answer.
hopefully you were paying attention to everybody that was in this movie. And if you're just like Jessica here, Jessica is obsessed with IMDb, and this is going to be a fun, twisted question for you. It's not going to be fun. This one's going to be hard. So I was talking
Maybe
with,
like two.
huh? Yeah. So I was talking with Jeff Delman, the director of this movie, the other night on the phone for a while, and
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
well, thank you, Michelle.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. We love that you were here and that you were a part of it. I don't remember if there's anything at the very end. I guess I could have skipped
think
ahead and
so.
looked. I don't think so either.
No,
it's going to
presented in
end.
a couple
Yeah.
of seconds, yeah.
Um,
Finito.
so I'm going to stop it. I restarted it.
Hi,
Aha! But thank you guys. All right. So I was talking with Jeff the other day on the phone for a while about the movie, some behind the scenes stuff, and he was telling me some different stories, and we came up with this idea that we've done giveaways and contests in the past when we did live videos, and we ask a question, and almost immediately somebody would spout out the answer, and the first person who answered correctly would
Win a prize.
win a prize.
Yeah.
And with the power of Google, somebody can go in there and say, what is the color of the sky? Blue, and they type it, right? So we thought of, okay, let's have some sick and twisted fun with you guys and make you really work for it if you want this. So what we're doing, Graveface Records in Savannah, Georgia, who re-released the soundtrack and the score to this movie is
On vinyl.
on vinyl, is giving one of you guys for free
A pressing.
a pressing of the score to this movie, courtesy of Jeff Delman and Graveface Records.
And he helped pick the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this question is from Jeff himself, the guy who wrote this movie, the guy who directed this movie.
Again,
Uh,
the question we're about to ask, the trivia question we're about to ask, is to win a vinyl LP of the soundtrack to tonight's movie, DeadTime Stories.
right. Understand? Everybody got it? Okay. The question, now, it's pretty in-depth, but there's technically four answers to this, or
more.
Or more.
Yeah.
All right. Now, throughout the movie, I told you guys that pay attention to who's in this movie, and oh, I'm so sorry.
This is a tough question.
Okay, so the question is this: DeadTime Stories was an early film for a lot of actors, some of whom went on to star in notable TV shows. Some of you already got some of this. So our question is this: can you name,
Let's say 2 actors
right,
and the corresponding shows.
name 2 actors and their shows? Guest star appearances and miniseries don't count.
Go!
Go. So you gotta do some searching. So out of everybody who was in this, some of you got them right away. Name 2 actors.
And the shows they went on to do in the 80s and 90s
Right.
that they starred in
have
Guest
fun, right?
appearances don't count, and many television series don't count.
One of them, I had no clue that one was that.
But you need to have two actors and their shows to win it.
All right, so you got to keep. We got to. So, let's see.
But I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong yet until
Yeah.
somebody gets it right.
Yeah, you have to get it in the same sentence because it's gonna be really hard for us to look at it and go,
Yeah.
okay, try to find this. So in the same comment, the name of the actor or actress and the show that they did.
Two of them.
Right.
It doesn't have to be two actors. It could be the same actor and actresses if they went on to do multiple shows. Let's see. I'm checking my list here.
So
Close.
Oh, this one's a little hard.
Yeah. That was really close.
And we have the answer straight from the man himself too,
Yeah,
because we
so-
were looking at it and going,
yeah.
man, what the heck? We're making you work.
This is a tough question. This is a really hard question. So it has to be two actors. It can't be the same actor if they did more than one thing. But we need two of them. Two answers.
So okay,
I think Daniel got it.
yeah,
Daniel got it.
Daniel Beckham. Now the tricky part was no guest star appearances and miniseries don't count.
Yeah.
So Daniel Beckham, I hopefully I'm saying that right, was the first person who put everything together. Mark Kirkman, you were so close.
So close.
You were
So very close.
So close with that. So Daniel Beckham, you got that.
That was tough.
It was a tough one. I was worried that you guys
I
would be like,
actually-
I ain't doing this.
I gave him a little lip when he told me what the question was and the length of the answer. I gave him a little hell for it because I thought it was a bit too hard. But
So-
yeah.
With that, Daniel, go ahead and go to grimlifecollective.com, and on that you will find a contact form.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and send us off an email with your address and your name and
Mm-hmm.
information about tonight, and we'll get in touch with the parties and get it sent out to you.
Yeah, so it's not coming from us. It's going to be coming from Savannah, Georgia, most likely.
Yeah.
From
Graveface
Records.
themselves.
But that's not the name of their record printing press.
Yeah, so Graveface Records in Savannah, Georgia. They also have a TV show, not a TV show, a museum now, Graveface Museum. But they re-release horror scores and soundtracks, kind of like Waxworks Records, Records,
Works Records.
as well as other cool, creepy music. And they have their own band called Marshmallow Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
But the label is called Terror Vision. Links are in the description below if you want to go check them out and find some good music. Really awesome people. Ryan, our friend Ryan, runs it.
Good night, Johnny.
You guys have a good night. Mark, you were so close. I thought
So
for sure you
close.
had it. Like I
I
was
kept
sitting there.
looking at the answer going,
was
wait, am I missing
cross-referencing.
something? Because I thought he got it right. And
Mhm.
I was like, I couldn't tell.
Kooky. Hopefully you guys had fun. I feel like, I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Every time I like the idea
watch
of
the Yummy Night.
whenever we do these watch parties, like reaching out to people and like having somebody from the show and do something related. It just adds another level to the fun
Good
of
night,
this,
Amy.
really. So we love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. Until next time, stay spooky, stay grim, stay safe, and most importantly,
Happy Halloween.
happy Halloween. Tomorrow, 7 p.m.
New video.
New video. Watch it, please. Leave a comment. Say this video sucked the butt.
Just say hello.
Or not. Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
We always love hanging out with you. I don't know why I'm so tired tonight. I think last
Yeah.
week I was so full of energy, and this week I'm just kind of like. It's been raining a lot here, and it always wipes me
Excuse me.
out. Always. Like an energy vampire. Oh, thank you,
TTFN.
Macy.
Have a good night, guys.
Woo-hoo-hoo.